Good evening. Keep your face always towards the sunshine and shadows will fall behind you. Once said by Walt Whitman. Welcome to BMZ News Live presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself Shana Sultana joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Bahrain recorded new milestone by crossing 1 million COVID booster jabs. Ambassador to UK met founder director of Oxford Centre for Islamic Studies. Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities stated experts constantly monitoring condition of Bahrain fort. UAE announced rules for entry permits and visas to change from September. Heavy rains killed 6 in Himachal Pradesh and cloudbursts caused floods in Uttarakhand.
Today's news in detail. Bahrain recorded new milestone by crossing 1 million COVID-19 booster jabs. Bahrain has recorded a new milestone by administering more than 1 million booster doses of a COVID-19 vaccine to its citizens and residents. The country has until last night inoculated 1,279 people with one booster dose or more of either Pfizer, BioNTech or Sinopharm. It has been announced. Ambassador to UK met founder director of Oxford Centre for Islamic Studies. The ambassador of the UK, Kingdom of Bahrain to the United Kingdom, Sheikh Fawaz bin Mohammed Al Khalifa visited the Oxford Centre for Islamic Studies where he met with founder director Dr. Farhan Ahmad Nizami. The ambassador visited the Kingdom of Bahrain's pavilion in the centre and reviewed its research in the Islamic world in the fields of history, economics, arts and social science. The ambassador also highlighted the contributions of the center to bringing together elite scholars and researchers. Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities stated experts constantly monitoring condition of Bahrain fort. The Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities (BACA) has stated that the situation and condition of the Bahrain fort are being constantly monitored by experts. In a statement, BACA affirmed that it had been aware of the fallen parts of the Bahrain fort for several months, noting that parts of the previous restoration works in the 1990s were carried out in the form of an external stone cladding covering the old walls of the fort. BACA also indicated that the team of international experts had been preparing the first phase of restoration work, which is the preliminary studies phase, in which the current situations and condition of the fort being evaluated using modern technologies to study its construction condition and problems in it. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers Bahrain's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
The Indian Community Relief Fund ICRF Thirst Quenchers 2022 team has held its 6th Summer Awareness Program today, 6th August. The basic purpose of this program is to create awareness towards a healthy and safe summer 2022. The 6th of the series was held today at a worksite in Sitra for around 500 workers. As part of kickstarting their new term, Bahrain chapter of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India BCICAI along with Manav Dharam Group sponsored 500 lunch packets consisting of biryani, laban drink and a seasonal fruit for distribution today. They also distributed bottled water and flyers. ICRF Chairman Dr. Babu Ramachandran, Advisor Aruldas Thomas, General Secretary Pankaj Nallur, members Siraj Murali Krishnan, Subair Kanur, Jawad Pasha, Rajivan, Hari, Naushad BCICAI Chairperson Ms. Shadmila Sharid, Head of CSR Ankush Malhotra, Manav Dharm Group Representative Ravi Dadhich, Almoid Contracting Assistant General Manager Biju Anto, Operations Manager Darren Magno Figueredo, Project Manager Kumar Chandrasekharan, CMEC Project Manager Toti, and Site Manager Frank were leading the distribution today. This is the 7th consecutive year of the ICRF Thirst Quenchers distribution of waters and fruits. Similar to previous years, the event is supported by Bohra community in Bahrain. ICRF Thirst Quenchers intends to continue this weekly event for the next 5 weeks in various work sites as they are one of the most affected toiling under the summer heat. Al Hilal Healthcare Group organized a medical camp at Rami's hypermarket Rifa. Blood pressure and blood sugar checkups were done for the employees and customers of Rami's. Discount vouchers were also distributed in the event. Political societies warned on links with foreign missions. Political societies have been warned against establishing contacts or links with foreign missions and organizations in Bahrain and abroad without prior notice. The Justice, Islamic Affairs and Endowments Ministry's Political Societies Office has also issued a new circular as the country gears up for the national elections to be held later this year. Insight for Teens on Role of Parliament. Scores of Bahraini teenagers took part in a pioneering initiative aimed at educating them about the role of Parliament and the legislative authority. The Permanently Cultural Program comes as Bahrain gears up for the 2022 national polls to be held later this year. Now we shall go for short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Al Hilal Healthcare Group organized a health talk by Dr. Ashraf on the topic Mental Stress at AMA. More than 200 employees of AMA participated in the event. It has been announced. Interior Ministry announced fire at Matam. A fire broke out in a Matam in Manama Essere. The civil defense put out the fire, which according to the Interior Ministry statement was reportedly caused by a short circuit in one of the air conditioners. Saudi Arabia introduced new payment plan for domestic pilgrims. Saudi Arabia announced that it would be cancelling the lottery system for domestic pilgrims who want to perform Hajj in 2023. The kingdom's Ministry of Hajj and Umrah would allow direct registration for domestic pilgrims in the Hijri year 1444, reserving a 25% quota for those above the age of 65. The ministry has also introduced a new payment plan under which pilgrims can pay their dues in 2 installments. In 2022's Hajj season, Saudi Arabia allowed 1 million Muslims from inside and outside the country to participate. A particular number of pilgrims from each specific country will be allowed to make the pilgrimage based on allocated quotas. Dubai architects came up with design of giant ring encircling Burj Khalifa. A Dubai-based architecture firm has suggested a mind-blowing concept that will redefine Dubai's skyline. The firm Zenora Space, with radical architectural marvels, which said that a giant ring-like structure known as the Downtown Circle, which encircles the Burj Khalifa. The Downtown Circle will be 550-meter tall ring with homes as well as public, commercial and cultural spaces. The architects believe that the planned project will shift focus from the traditional high-rises and gated communities with the main aim of sustainability. The architecture hovers over downtown Dubai and circumvents around the Burj Khalifa, drawing the most invigorating views and fresh and clean air from the Sky Park, a place with different natural scenarios and climates which forms the central spine of the development. UAE announced rules for entry permits and visas to change from September. The UAE government recently amended its visa rules for job exploration, entry visas, visit visas, multi-entry tourist visas as well as other visas in order to make the country more appealing to skilled expatriates. Many of the announced changes will go into effect the following month. According to the details announced by the UAE cabinet, more benefits are being offered to facilitate family members' residence. After the residency permits are revoked or expire, residents will be granted longer flexible grace periods of up to 6 months to remain in the country. However, as of now, it is not clear whether this applies to all types of residencies or not. Furthermore, the new visa rules will provide visitors with a variety of visa types of numerous visit purposes without the need for a host or sponsor for the first time. These visas will have flexible durations to accommodate visitors' needs and purpose of their visit. Heavy rains killed 6 in Himachal Pradesh and cloudburst caused floods in Uttarakhand. 6 people were killed and over a dozen others were feared dead in separate incidents of flash flood and landslide triggered by heavy rains in Himachal Pradesh. In the neighboring hill state of Uttarakhand, a cloudburst occurred in a village in Dehradun district in the wee hours of Saturday and torrential rain in the area. The State Disaster Response Force or SDRF team rushed to the village spot after locals in Circuit village reported the cloudburst at 2:45 a.m. SDRF said that all stranded villagers were rescued while some took shelter in a nearby resort. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off, Krishna Sultana. Good night.